showtime! The Capital G show starts right now.
What's up YouTube, Capital G here. So guys, we now know of one of the TCG exclusives coming out in Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. It's called Trifortressops. It's a machine dark monster, 1600 attack, 2800 defense. It's level 6 and the effect reads as follows. During either player's turn, if your opponent summoned 3 or more monsters this turn, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned this way, it is unaffected by all other effects, but it loses 500 defense during either player's standby phase. Okay, so this to me seems like Konami basically saying, hey guys, we understand that E-Dragons are broke as shit, deal with it, here's your counter card to answer them. You know, I know everybody always has this mantra that Konami doesn't like OTKs, and I've never quite understood that because everything that they've done in this game pretty much says otherwise. But so I think this card's going to be really viable because it's an OTK deterrent and we don't have enough of those. You know, OTKs all require one thing alike. Lots and lots of summoning of monsters, and this guy just answers that. The thing I really like about this card is, you know, it's really good against E-Dragons and the fact that it stops their OTKs, but it's good against the turn 1 Light and Darkness Dragon too. You know, if Lad is the 3rd monster summoned, all you have to do is just keep revealing this guy from your hand like you want to summon it. Light and Darkness will negate it, and then next thing you know, you've used up all their counters. You know, I like it because unlike Swift Scarecrow and Battle Fader and Gores and Trago, you don't have to wait for your opponent to go to the battle phase. You know, if you do that against Karakuri, they'll just make Landoys and they'll negate it and you'll lose. If you do that against Hieratics, you know, and you have Gores, they'll just bring out Quackimir Drago and you can't summon Gores and you lose. You know, if you do that against, you know, Dino Rabbit, you have Battle Fader, they'll just make Doka and you'll lose. So you can summon this guy before they make those cards, before they make their key plays, and then they can't do anything. I mean, how does Karakuri get over this? They can't put it in attack mode with Beret. They can't Scrap Dragon it. They can't attack over it with Beredo. They have no outs. I mean, how does Rabbit get over this? You know, you put it on board before they make their Evolzer, and it's like, the fuck can they do? You know, it's also really good using it in Hieratic. You know, not only can it play defense just like Gores and Trago, but it's level 6 too, which means the rank 6 plays are just mind-blowing. You know, so it's like it's defense that instantly converts into offense, but the difference is, you know, rather than something like Trag in Hieratics, your opponent can't run it over, you know what I mean? They can't like evac it back to your hand or some shit like that. So, you know, it's really good there. It's also really good in Machina because, again, it plays defense for you, but if your opponent, you know, is trying to play slow or something like that, they're trying to slow the game down, okay, well, it's like, all right, well, fuck it. I'll just pitch it and summon Fortress and beat the face, you know, beat your face in. So it's really good in Machinas too, and it's actually, it's going to be like the nuts for Monarchs because, you know, against, once again, the E-Dragon deck, you know, you can summon it against Monarchs, or you can summon it against the E-Dragons, and then next turn you can use your Treeborn Tribute for a Monarch, and it's like, bam, I've got 2 level 6s on the field. Maybe I can make Photon, Strike Bouncer, or something like that to try and combat your plays. So, you know, I think that it's a really good card overall. I mean, this shit is going to be so sick in Hieratics. Oh my goodness. But I think that it's much like Battle Fader, where you can't say that it's worse or better than that card. It's just different. I mean, I think the card is pretty good, but you got to make sure you get it off the board because you don't want it sitting there losing that 500 attack every turn. Thank you guys for watching as always. Let me know what you think of the card, and I'll talk to you later. Subscribing makes life happy.